I want to ask you a question straight away. One question that maybe you are not asked, which is, are you ready for death? I'm really ready for this. I'm not scared because I believe that I'm going to see Ma'sumin alayhim salam, see Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Usually people have death and the word fear next to each other. Whenever they think of death, they think of something that's scary maybe. But you said I'm actually looking forward to the start of the life. Believe me, wallahi, start of your life is with death. Not my life, any life. A start of the life. By the way, daily we die. There is a narration from Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi says, "An-nawm akhul maut." An-nawm, sleeping is the brother of death. The brother of the death. Yeah, daily we die. Daily we are practicing it. But death you're saying death you're ready for. But for the people surrounding the person that dies, then it's not easy. That you have to agree with me. I agree. You know why? You know why it's not easy for them? Because they are still attached to dunya, attached to these physical lives. But when we depart this physical life, leave this here, and we go to Akhirah, we will feel that the life is started now. And how did you manage to remove this attachment of dunya that you're talking? Did you manage to remove this attachment? Exactly, that's what we are doing. That what you, Sheikh Mustafa, always on minbar say. That's your job. I mean, just to let people know that don't attach to this physical life. It's easier said. It's not easy. It's not easy. But when you do it, no, it's not easy. I'm very honest. It's not easy. By the way, I don't know if you know, or I mean the viewer, if they know that 2 years ago there was Isha'ah in rumor, yeah, that spread on social media that Nazar Al Qatari died. I woke up in the morning and I saw my son was shaking. Because you saw on WhatsApp. Yeah. I saw on my WhatsApp 6,000 missed call, and people sending me message thinking that you had passed away. Brother, if I am dead, why they are calling me? That's also a good point. Yeah, I should be in peace place. Anyway, I found my son was shaking. So I believe that my family will be upset more than me. What's your first experience of death, of understanding what death is? Do you remember maybe someone close to you? The first experience, we're talking now from a young age. What's your first experience of someone close to you dying, and how did you react? Do you remember? Yeah, first time I saw a young boy on Muqtasal. Oh, being washed, yeah. And I remember. How old were you? I was 18 years old. 18? Yeah. Okay. And it was really difficult for me. And the young boy, you knew him or no? He was in our school. Okay. And really, it shaked me. That time, it shaked me. That look, he's 18 years old and he's passed. He's very young and passed away. So, فقط وجهه هو الباقي. His face only will stay. All will die. وجاءت سكرة الموت بالحق ذلك ما كنت منه تحيد. I'm sorry I ask you this, but recently, well, I say recently because another thing that I've learned is that time moves very fast now. That's already we're in 2024. If you've noticed, time has no value like it used to. Exactly, I want to say no value. So I say recently, but I know maybe it's now a few years, you lost your mother. Allah yarhamha. Yeah. I lost everything, not my mother. Wait. I advise you
Your mother is alive, yeah?
Alhamdulillah.
And I advise all the viewer, don't think one day if your mother dies, don't think that you lost only your mother. No, whole the sky's gate has been locked on your face.
Did you attend the
She was who? Making dua for me to be success.
And when she left,
all the door, all the gates, the rahmah of mercy of Allah has been locked on my face. I didn't lose my mother only.
you lost everything.
I lost everything.
The Nazar we see today is because of your mother. The Mulla Nazar we see today.
Because of her dua. I can't say because of her dua.
You attended the the funeral?
No, I couldn't go there. No.
That must have been even worse, because sometimes if you attended...
I couldn't attend. No. And so far I didn't go even on her grave.
We are in a cemetery, and there's a narration that the arwah of the believing mu'mineen are taken towards Wadi Salam. And I know she's in peace. She's in peace, but... And inshallah, she is in Wadi Salam, the valley of peace, with Amir al-Mu'mineen.
With Fatima Zahra Salam.
Inshallah. But Mulla Nazar, if you could say one, because you know, I say all the time, I say, my dear brothers and sisters, like you said, look after your mother. Maybe the last word you say to her is the last word you'll say to her forever. Maybe after that phone call, if you had the chance to speak to her, what would you say to her, knowing that now she is in the alam of barzakh? What do you want to say to her? And please, forget me being here, I just want you to speak.
If I can speak to her while she is in alam al-barzakh,
yes,
I will say, make dua, take me with you. I'm ready for it. Take me with you. I want to be with her. She is who taught us the love of Ahlulbayt, love of Imam Hussein. I think I said this in other program, that any infant cannot remember anything. When I say infant, I mean 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 years old, cannot remember anything. Do you remember something?
No.
Yeah, I remember. I remember, but I remember only one thing.
What do you remember?
I remember when I was on her arm in Hussainiyah. That's the only thing I remember. When I was on her arms inside Hussainiyah, and the na'i, I mean,
the reciter
were reciting about Imam al-Hussein. That's still in my mind. When I was infant.
لا عذب
الله أمي إنها شربت حب الوصي وغذتنيه باللبن.
Mullah, it's very difficult to every time and I've mentioned this before, when you speak about your mother, and you've said something, you know, that now you wish to be with her, and inshallah, as you mentioned, she is with Fatima Zahra. But you said something very important, which is she instilled the love of Aba Abdullah al-Hussein.
Of course.
How did she do that? Maybe for our sisters, they can learn how a mother can instill the love of Imam al-Hussein in her children. Practical ways,
exactly that I'm thinking to answer it. It's practical ways. It's not only saying we love Imam al-Hussein. My son, we love Imam al-Hussein. Let love Imam al-Hussein. You have to really love Imam al-Hussein in your practical actions, daily actions. Give sadaqat on name of Imam al-Hussein. Sisters, who's listening now to me, please, it's very easy. Daily you cook at home, yeah, for your children. Why you don't cook under name of Imam al-Hussein? Make it barakah. Exactly like Hussainiyah. Daily, wallahi, it is barakah. When wives at home, sisters. They cook for children and for husband, before they come from work for lunch, Why they don't make it under name of Imam al-Hussein, like Barakah, like Husainiyah? And when they sit and eat, they say, this is Barakat al-Husainiyah, Barakat al-Hussein. Make it under name of Imam al-Hussein, even the daily cook. It could be.
Why do you think we have this attachment to Imam al-Hussein? Why?
Imam al-Hussein gave everything to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He gave his life. He gave his children, his son Ali al-Akbar, Abdullah al-Radi', his family. He gave everything to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why Allah gave him everything he has. No doubt for that. I'm saying wallahi, no doubt. Bala shak. When we go to his grave, to his shrine, and say, Ilahi, bihaqq al-Hussein, do this and this and this, is true, because he gave everything to Allah. So Allah will give for sake of Imam al-Hussein. Give our hajat.
Every time you go to Imam al-Hussein, what's your dua and how do you speak to him?
The first
maybe you don't want to share.
No, it's I will share for khadama. This is for khadama, for who really serve Imam al-Hussein. The first dua is, don't take this service from me. لا تحرمني هذه الخدمة أولا. هذا أولا. لا تحرمني. نحن في نعم. We are in نعمة. We are in
a blessing.
A blessing. Yeah? First of all, don't take this from us. Then, okay. For mu'mineen, for mu'minat, for my mother, for my father, my family, my children, for all mazlumin around the globe, I pray. But the first one is لا تحرمني خدمة الحسين. I'm very honest. Habibi, Sheikhna, Nazar Al Qatari is Nazar Al Qatari because of خدمة الحسين. Very, very obvious. Very obvious. Who knows Nazar Al Qatari if there is no خدمة الحسين عليه السلام?
You remember the first time you recited a Majlis?
Yes.
What?
By the way, it was in Qatar. It was in Pakistani Husainiyah.
Okay.
Yeah. We were a group. I was beating my chest. I mean, I was a beater. Latam. I was a beater, not a radud.
You were young?
Young, 8 years old. Yeah. We used to go from Husainiyah to Husainiyah for Azadari. I remember we finished one Husainiyah and went to Husainiyah Pakistani, the Pakistani Husainiyah in Qatar. The reciter didn't come. So we reached there, we waited, nobody will came there. I was 8 years old. And I said, can you give me the mic? In the beginning, people said, no, you cannot recite. I said, oh, please give it to me.
How did you have the courage to ask? Why do you think you asked?
Because
you were practicing at home. You must have been reading at home.
No. I felt that the Azadari shouldn't stop. Why we are quiet? We have to. We are here. We have to to start it Azadari. They said, okay, the reciter didn't come. I don't know why. So far, I don't know why he didn't come that night. I asked them, please give the mic to me. They said no in the beginning. I said, please, just give it to me. And I recited just 2 sentences, which I remembered from my mom again. She was reciting at home.
Do you remember the line?
And I memorized it and recited. And when I recited, nobody was beating his chest. All people were crying. Then I went home and I was very happy. And I asked my sisters to help me to write other qasa'id.
But you don't remember the lines? The lines there? Do you remember the lines that you recited?
Yeah.
What are the lines?
It's in Farsi. It's akbaram zulf parishan tora shan zanam اکبرم زلف پریشان تو را شانه زنم نوجوان اکبر من ای به فدایت سر و تن شیشه عمر من از شوری جانت مشکن نوجوان اکبر من ای به فدایت سر و تن. That's it.
And that was your start from...
I repeated 70, 80, 100 times, I don't remember.
And everyone was crying.
And everyone was crying.
Do you think that was the Imam al-Hussein sort of now saying this is your role? Because today Mulla Nazar, alhamdulillah, is known. We here in Iraq, I spent some few nights with you. I see the people's love for you. And how they also may sometimes stop you to take a photo or just say salam. Or this love that you are getting from the people, it's because of your association with Imam al-Hussein.
Exactly, I won't say that. It's because sake of Hussein. And I mean, under sake of Hussein, or بسبب الحسين. Because we are related to him. We are working under his umbrella. Umbrella of mercy, I mean. تحت مظلة الرحمة.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Under his mercy. That's why, okay, we are working under his company. It looks like we are working with him, yeah? I'm proud to work with Imam al-Hussein. Exactly like when you work in very good place, how you be proud to work in that place, yeah? I work with Hussein.
Is that why when I asked you at the start, are you ready for death? You said yes, why not? Is it because of this association?
Of course. Who's with me, who's like me, I mean, when I die, he will come on my grave in the first night.
Are you looking forward to that?
Yes, of course, he will come with his mom, with Fatima al-Zahra, with Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi, with Amir al-Mu'mineen, with his family, with Hazrat Abbas. They will come to me. They will come to us, not only to me, because we love them. By the way, let me tell you now something I remember now. You know the Talqeen?
Yes.
Talqeen we do for the Mayyit? Yeah?
Oh, Fulan ibn Fulan.
Oh, Fulan ibn Fulan. If they ask you, what is your name? Yeah, who's your God? Say Allah. Who's your Prophet? Say Muhammad. Yeah?
Yes. Who's your Imam?
People think that the Talqeen make the dead man, the dead people, I mean, he make easy for him. No. No, it's not like that. The Talqeen make job easy for the Malakan who comes in the first night.
How?
I will tell you how. When the Malakan come to see, there is lot of bodies, dead body, yeah? When they come, they say, oh, this body already mulaqqan. So he knows everything. Let's go. So the job is easy for them. They don't ask because you already mulaqqan. You don't think after Talqeen they come again and ask you. You already mulaqqan. You know who's your Nabi, who's your Imam. You love Fatima al-Zahra and her sons. So you are mulaqqan. The job is easy for them. They don't ask. Not for you.
You mentioned Imam al-Hussein alayhi afdal salatu wassalam will visit you.
Salamullahi alayhi.
What do you think the first thing you'll say to him when you see him?
I will say, I am the one who يدعي, claims that servant of you. If I deserve that, to be your servant, take me with you.
And if he asks you to read one of your qasidas, which one would you pick? And now the crowd is different. It's not the same crowd.
Yeah.
Imam asks you to pick a qasida to read.
أنا مظلوم حسين. أنا مظلوم حسين. I am مظلوم Hussain. It's in English, yeah. من له جد كجدي في الورى. This is his words. من له جد كجدي في الورى أو كشيخي فأنا ابن العلمين. فاطم الزهراء أمي وأبي قاصم الكفر ببدر وحنين. عبد الله غلاما يافعا وقريش يعبدون الوثنين. يعبدون اللات والعزى معا وعلي كان صلى القبلتين. فأبي شمس وأمي قمر فأنا الكوكب وابن القمرين. فأنا الكوكب وابن القمرين. I will tell him, this is your words. I memorized it and I recited it for 45 years. So far, 45 years. If I die tomorrow, so it is 45 years I'm reciting this, and this is his words.
The servants of Imam al-Hussein,
Salamullah.
you know, is a big title, Khadim al-Imam al-Hussein. Because as you know, as everyone knows, no one wants to be a servant of anyone.
Yeah.
Except when someone is the servant of someone from the Ahlulbayt.
Salamullah.
And therefore, our youth would love to hear from this experience, as you mentioned, 45 years. What does it mean to be a servant of Imam al-Hussein?
Al-ikhlas is very important.
To be sincere.
To be sincere. It's very important. Look, Brother Mustafa, I give example. With example, everything will be more clear. Yeah? Look, Brother Mustafa, imagine, okay, if now Imam Hussein Salamullahi alayhi come to me and you say, come to my house. Okay? We will run. Yeah?
Of course.
We will run. Yeah. But do you expect to have lunch there? No. Or cup of tea maybe? Maybe no. Maybe he wants to talk to us. Yeah?
Yes.
We are going there to see him. We are going him to serve him. We are going to his house to listen to him what he wants to say. But the target is not to go and have lunch with him or cup of tea. But if there is cup of tea, will be nice. If there is lunch, will be wow. Did you get?
Yes.
But the target is to be with him, to serve him. We have to put this in our mind that we are serving him because he is Hussein. Not for anything else, not for name. I'm not serving Imam al-Hussein just to raise my name, to build my name in the community. I will die. Like this. Wallahi, wallahi, one day everything will finish. Just the echo of our works, our actions will remain. People will say, Nazar Al Qatari, who was blah blah blah. Good or bad, black or white. That will remain. Nothing will be remain. Wallahi. يبقى وجه الله فقط. كل شيء يفنى إلا وجهه. هذا هو.
Mulla Nazar, may Allah prolong your life.
بارك الله فيك.
And give you continued success in the service of the Ahlulbayt alayhim afdal salatu wasalam. And people have known you for years, but whether watching you on TV or hearing you from the cassette players or the MP3 until the video clips, different ways. And you have served different generations. You yourself told me you met some people that were old. They said when we were young, we used to listen to you. For years you've been serving Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam in different forms, whether it's, as I mentioned, TV shows, video clips, different ways. But how would you like to be remembered?
With Hussein. With Hussein. Without Hussein, I don't want to be remembered. He gave me this situation. He gave me this maqam. I am here because of him. He is the, I can say, he is the spirit. I am the body. I'm nothing without him. I'm nothing without Hussein. We are nothing without Ahlulbayt. Wallahi, we are nothing without them.
Mulla Nazar, every time I spend time with you, I learn from you.
Habibi.
May Allah bless you, give you a long life. And I know you have a special relationship with someone from these holy personalities who we commemorated recently. And I want you to finish this episode with a request, a talab from me, which is that there used to be a woman. She used to come and sit next to 4 graves. And she used to cry. And I know you have a special relationship with her. Can I ask you to recite some lines of poetry in her name? And inshallah, the thawab goes to your mother. And I will leave you to recite these lines of poetry.
أنا أم البنين الفاقدة 4 شباب. أنا أم البنين الفاقدة 4 شباب. فدوى لتراب الحسين، فدوى لتراب الحسين، فدوى لتراب الحسين، فدوى لتراب الحسين. ساعة الغد أرضى عنكم للطفوف ودمعي يجري. مساهرة وقلبي يتاني وما أظن بالسفرة يدري. 4 من أولادي طلعوا روحي ويا الطلعة تسري. نزلوا بوادي المنية وخطفت الأيام عمري. أنطر دروب السفر ما حصل عنهم خبر. أنطر دروب السفر ما حصل عنهم خبر. قلبي عالي ونته على حسين وغربته. أنا أم البنين. سلام الله عليك يا سيدتي ويا مولاتي يا أم البنين.